Let me start with a quick question. Why does your mind suddenly remind you of unfinished tasks exactly when you're trying to rest? A message you never replied to. A task you left halfway. A conversation you avoided. Why do these return louder than the things you've actually completed? Stay with me, because what you're about to learn explains a big part of your stress, your overthinking, and even your motivation. This story starts almost a century ago. A young psychology researcher, Bluma Zeigarnik, sits in a cafe in Vienna. She notices something strange. The waiters remember incomplete orders with perfect clarity. But once the order is served, the memory vanishes. Why? Because the brain wasn't holding onto information. It was holding onto unfinished business. This became one of psychology's most powerful discoveries. The Zeigarnik Effect. Your brain remembers incomplete tasks more than completed ones. Modern neuroscience finally explains why. Unfinished tasks activate three key regions in your brain. The anterior cingulate cortex, which detects conflicts and unresolved issues, the prefrontal cortex, which tracks pending tasks, and the hippocampus, which stores task-related memory. Together, they create cognitive tension, a mental pressure that pulls your mind back toward unfinished things. This is why half-done projects feel heavier, why procrastination loops in your mind, and why unfinished chores drain more energy than completed ones. Your brain isn't being dramatic. It's trying to close loops. But here's the part nobody talks about. Unfinished tasks don't just disturb memory, they disturb emotion. Studies from Harvard, Florida State University, and the University of Chicago show that incomplete goals trigger restlessness, background anxiety, reduced focus, higher fatigue, and emotional overthinking. People with more uncompleted tasks report 22 to 30% more mental exhaustion even when they do less work. It's not the work, it's the avoidance. There's an evolutionary reason behind this. Long ago, an unfinished task could mean danger. A trap not checked, a fire not tended, a path not explored. So the brain learned to keep unfinished things active until they're complete. Today, the dangers are different: deadlines, messages, relationships, responsibilities. But your brain reacts the same way. Incomplete feels unsafe. Complete feels safe. Closure calms you. Incompletion keeps you on edge. Now that you know how the Zeigarnik effect works, here's how to use it intelligently. Start the task, even for 2 minutes. Research shows that beginning a task creates enough cognitive tension to naturally pull you back later. Write a closure list. Documenting unfinished tasks gives the brain partial closure, and studies show it reduces mental looping by 35 to 40%. Break tasks into micro-endings. Don't finish the whole project. Finish one paragraph, one slide, one reply. Each mini-ending releases pressure and close emotional loops. The Zeigarnik effect is strongest in relationships. Unspoken feelings, half-ended arguments, incomplete apologies, these are heavier than tasks. Sometimes finishing a conversation heals more than finishing work. A man once told his therapist, "I am not tired because I work too much. I am tired because of everything I've been avoiding." That is the Zeigarnik effect in one sentence. Your brain isn't overwhelmed by effort. It's overwhelmed by unfinishedness. Here's a 1-minute fix, the 60-second closure pause. Sit still. Ask yourself, what unfinished thought is bothering me right now? Write down only that thought. Then tell your brain, I'll return to this. This tiny act gives the brain temporary closure and reduces mental tension within minutes. Your brain doesn't chase perfection. It chases completion. Finish one small thing, and your mind will feel lighter than you expect. In our next audiobook, we'll explore the spotlight mind and discover why your attention is drawn to pain faster than peace. This is Triple I, the psychology behind everything. Signing off.